This video is about knowing your worth as a Hindu and with regard to your friends, right? And stay away from certain friendships until they apologize to you. You know why? Because Hindu people, right? Like I was saying, they like to get taken advantage of too much, and they're like me, right? So you will have friends who actively hate your religion. I will never seek to become part or enjoin care upon you and your way of life, right? But they're quick to want to convert you, right? So this is to stay away from certain friendships. Now, there's something that I need to learn. I need to learn the hard way, right? To let go of friends, right? And I don't really care, right? Because principle is principle at the end of the day. So it's okay for certain friendships to be like, hey, right? We could hate on you and your religion, right? But the minute you started seek and you started search and you started say something about their religion, that's why I come and fuck up everybody on this platform, right? Because here what and this is what taking advantage of to the highest degree is, right? You could, right, as a Hindu, have how much friends and want to include everybody, right, as part of your way of life, right? And they will reject, deny, right? And they are the said ones who hates on you and your religion. Right, so this thing is not a startup, no kind of religious war. Is to make people think about their own ways, right? I don't want to be provoking a religious war and thing, right? What I just want to do is to help people to see the self. Help people to see the self. We are like I say, hey, Hindu people, even atheists could be a Hindu, right? That's why I say, hey, even if my spiritual journey lead me to atheism, I'm still a Hindu, right? Even if my spiritual journey lead me to atheism, I'm still a Hindu, right? Because here what, right? Hinduism just want to include every flipping body, right? Everybody, right? You're going to you're going to satsang, they're gonna be singing they'll be singing a Allah song, right? You go to a Hindu satsang, they'll be singing a song about Christ, right? And nobody died for my sins. You go to a Hindu temple, they'll be singing about every flipping religion, right? That's why I think is have some respect for yourself, but right? Have some flipping respect for yourself, right? Have some respect for yourself, right? These people will never give two shits, right? But wanted to hear anything you say about your religion. Have some respect for yourself, boy. Never sing about them thing again, right? Have some respect for yourself now. Self-respect, and then people will respect all you. Self-respect, and then people will stop pelting stone and all your flipping please. Self-respect. Self-respect. Boundaries and self-respect. Right? Boundaries and self-respect. Right? You never hear a Muslim person. Never hear a Muslim person. Right? They go want to know what you are researching in background though. But they'll never go in a mosque and say, hey, in this religion, there's a gem in this religion. In this religion, there's a gem in this religion. You'll never hear a Christian or Muslim person doing that. Never. But as a Hindu now, right, you want to show everybody that, oh, you could find a gem in, and I'm talking to myself now, hey, you could find a gem in everybody culture, everybody religion, but nobody could do the same for you. Stop jumping, trying to swim through oceans to meet people who would never jump a puddle for you. This for my Hindu girls and boys who just get taken advantage of for no reason, right? Stop jumping and swim. Stop trying to walk on flipping water, run through a whole ocean, right? For anybody who not going to cross, hey, put a foot over a puddle for you. Right? Stop being sick, right? Stop being sick. That is the whole point. Stop being sick, right? You can't save everybody. Stop being sick, right? Stop being sick, right? And these people going in church and singing and reading nothing from the Ramayana, you know. And these people going in mosque and reading nothing but no Bhagavad Gita, you know. When it is all you learn all your flipping lesson, boy, and these people doing them thing, right? That's something I observed since a child. I noticing that, right? You got friends and thing. You got friends, right? Hey, with the minute you start to question them thing, they turn against you, talking about you. Right in the same vicinity, right? The minute you start to question their way of life, right? They start to talk about you. But they could convert. They could convert because, oh, my religion is the true way. My religion is the true way. And they only like you. They would only like you, right, when you are inclined towards their belief system. I don't operate so. I just maintain, hey, hear this. Hear how I just operate, right? But I can have a religious war from now till thy kingdom come. My friends are still my friends. That's how I just feel with my friendships. That's how I just be with my friendship. But you see, certain friends now, they'll say, hey, the minute you sparking up a religious war, me I want nothing to have to do with you. The minute you call to fight a righteous one that include religion, well, you not my friend no more. That's how certain friendships operate, but I don't operate like that. You see, if I have a group of friends and all our way is different religion, right? I could fight all the religion down to the fucking dog. I come out victorious. I could fight all the religion. Yeah, I can do anything with all the religion, right? But you see, if he is my friend, he's my friend. And I just pass that. That's one thing about me. If somebody call me and there's my friend and they call me and say, Vijay, I'm going through something, I will be there for me, I will listen to me. Right? That is what I just do. I'll be like, hey, I could be making videos from now till thy kingdom come. Right? But shitting on your religion, I don't care. Right? But if you's my friend, right, and you call me, right, and say, Vijay, I'm going through something, well, I am there for you, right? That's how I just operate. So I doesn't business but no I doesn't know religion, and people need to take that's something I'm proud of about myself, right? And people need to take a page from my book, right? People need to understand this and take a page from my book, right? Where this comes with, because see this thing about learning religion destroy all the friendships, right? I don't stand for that. I don't stand for it, right? I don't stand for that, right? That's one of my principles. That's my core flipping principle, and nothing to do with religion. Nothing to do with religion, right? So I could be fighting a religious war, spiritual war for my whole life, right? For my whole life. But my friend called me, said, Vijay, I need you to listen to me because I'm going through something, right? And I dare for you. I am business, but no religion. And every day I could come online. I could come online fighting a religious or spiritual war every single day. That's how I just move, right? Because you know what? Friendship is one of my principles. Friendship is one of my principles, right? So if, well, right now, no, you talk to me, but if somebody say, I need you to listen, right? Because I'm going through something, right? And you call me on the phone, right? I would listen because, hey, you're going through something. And that's something you're going through is bigger than some YouTube flipping videos. That's how I could quick I could disregard religion, right? If I want to, because it don't make sense at the end of the day. It doesn't matter at the end of the day. It don't matter, right? So if once I have a group of friends, right, it could be religion I fighting down to the ground. It could be a religion I fighting down to the ground, and I fight down all religions to the ground, right? It could be a religion I fight down to the ground. I do business. Once you use my friend, use my friend. Right? That's how I just see life. That's how I just see life. And frankly, that way I see life, I think is a superior way than the way I fight. Hey, I only around you because if you use my religion, I only want to be around you if you're talking about Allah and Allah alone. I only want to be around you if you're talking about Christ alone. Right? And nobody died for my sins, right? That kind of mindset is a cult mindset. You know what's that called? Cult. C-U-L-T. Right? C-U-L-T. C-U-L-T. That's cult. Cult behavior. Right? Cult. Right? So we're helping people to come out of cults. Well, you have to be willing because you know when they get initiated into a cult, right? They just do a real dread brainwashing onto you. Right? They just do a real dread brainwashing onto you. Right? I saw people they see, hey, you see somebody from a distance, right? You know this person. You know, I know you, you know me. Right? What's stopping we from talking? And nothing except your stupid cult. This is what I'm telling earlier. Right? And nothing stopping me from talking except your stupid dumbass cult girl. Right? And nothing stopping me from talking except your cult. Your cult. C-U-L-T. Right? So that's how I just view life. Right? So I don't care what nobody say or think about me, right? These videos are 100% authentic. I telling all you, hey, as a person, right, I could be fighting your religion down to the ground, but if you message me and it was proven throughout my friendship history, right? It was proven through my friendship history, right? I could be fighting, even if in my mind I fight in your religion down to the ground because your religion has something wrong in it, right? And I fight in that in my mind, even mentally, right? I say, hey, I don't like this what your religion, I don't like that, right? In my mind even, right? But you message me and as a friend and say, hey, I need help, or I'm going through something, or I'm not feeling good, or this or that, and I there for you, right? That's how I just operate, right? So this is not a religion coming to our friendships, our message to the international community, right, to the world. To not tell a religion come because that is the stupidest thing you could ever do. The stupidest thing you could ever do is to let religion come in the way of your friendships. Right? Stupidest thing, right? And that's how I realized, hey, I was being used a lot. I was being used a lot. Because I allow and I allow and I allow and I give and I give and I give of myself, right? But the minute the spiritual war come down to, oh, you cling to your religion. You cling to your religion. I don't cling to no religion. When I fight in a spiritual war, right? Everybody can fuck up same speed, right? I don't cling to no nothing. I don't cling to nothing. If I fight in a spiritual war, right? I cling to truth. I cling to why. Hey, I cling to truth. Friendship is a part of truth. Right? Real friendship is a part of truth to me. I cling to truth. Right? I adhere to truth, right? I don't let religion come and mess up. I win inclined. Hey, I win inclined to this group, that group, this group, right? Because a spiritual war going on, I'll make it religious, right? So I wouldn't go and cling to my Muslim group, right? Or my Christian group, or my Hindu group, or my atheist group, or my science group. Just because religious war started, you had to stay authentic to who he is. You had to stay authentic to who he is. That's what I was saying, right? Be real to who he is. I just be real, right? I just be real. And that's why I end up gonna be leaving Islam because it's function like a cult. The minute you hear spiritual war going on, hey, you take up all the Muslims and you say, hey, you separate yourself from everybody else. And that's why it's called a cult. And I don't like that. I don't like them kind of thing, right? I don't like that. Right? So that's that.